Hey guys, I am here with a review of LEGO Ideas set number 38. This is the Home Alone house. The box is a bit too big. The box is quite too big for the camera. It is an 18 plus set number 21330, 3,955 regular pieces. Does come with a light brick. Again, the box is really large, so is the set, which we will get to. But before we get to this large, nice set, there are two sticker sheets. It is quite a bit. Many of these are portraits, but some of them are fridge, or others will probably won't get to all of the stickers, but there are a lot of them. The instruction booklet is likewise very, very large. I do like the front of it showing the battle plan. And again, the number of bags are numerous. There are 24, which is actually a bit light for this type of set. Some forward about the Home Alone house and about the in French and Spanish for the North American audience. Some of the booby traps. And some of the play features. Then the designer of the set, of the ideas set. Again, in French and Spanish. Then to the designer of the Lego set. Designers, I should say, of the Lego set. I thought there was another page on that. I guess not. The build was not so difficult. It is plates. So very similar to the modular building style. So it has 458 pages and some 600 steps. Okay, I think that's enough about the instructions. Now, unlike most large sets, this set actually only has 5 minifigures. And I think I'm going to surprise myself even when I say I think that's actually quite enough. I don't really expect it or feel like it needs more, which is kind of nice to have such a large set that doesn't need minifigures. So we have here the bad guys. Not even sure I remember their on-screen names. This one is the Joe Pesci character. And this is the tall guy of the Wet Bandits. So Joe Pesci comes with a policeman's hat, which he pretends to be, and we have a dual-sided face here, a happy one, then also the famous face with the iron. And we have the mother with her screaming face and her happy face. I think it's appropriate that they included her since she's the one who went back slightly earlier than the rest of the family. And then, of course, we have the neighbor who famously knocks out the bad guys at the end. Spoiler alert. If haven't seen the movie, I wouldn't imagine you would be watching this review anyway. And then, of course, we have Kevin McAllister with his scared face, and then also with a kind of smirk. I think this is probably the most famous face in the movie, is his screaming face after using the aftershave, and yet I think this is probably the worst face of them all. I would say my favorite is, of course, the iron face on the Wet Bandit. But this one, you can't stick the arms up because of the scarf. Yes, you can remove this scarf, of course, but it looks very appropriate with the scarf on. And also his face doesn't quite look right. His eyes are just black with white dots, which, okay, I guess the Lego ones are, but it doesn't quite look like him. Although this face, I think, is quite becoming of Kevin. So, still, the minifigures are acceptable, maybe not great. And then we come to the house, which I've already started to deconstruct. It's been a while since I saw the movie, but as I was building the set, I was trying to relive the movie in my mind and point out places that they might have missed. And I came up short. I really think that this ultimately includes all of the major scenes of the movie, which is absolutely astounding. I forgot to mention that the shorter Wet Bandit also has a beanie cap available, also in gray. We do have a lot of extra pieces, as you may imagine, from this type of set. They do all kind of fit in the car. So this is one of the Wet Bandit prizes, and I think also this faucet officially goes into the Wet Bandit vehicle. But we do have a whole lot of extra pieces here. We have an extra rifle, extra roller skates. I believe the beanie may go to Kevin or the neighbor. We have an extra small trophy of Butch. That's his name, I believe. The older brother of Kevin who bullies him. Really, a lot of extra pieces here. Lots of good ones as well. So, very nice and impressive. In the instructions, you first build the this van for the Wet Bandits. It does have 4 stickers. Again, lots of stickers, but these are probably the largest stickers. The van is nice, simple but nice. Does open up in the back. There are symbolizations of pipes on the top, and of course, a faucet symbolizing the Wet Bandits and a trophy symbolizing stuff that they have stolen. Both of them do fit in the van, as they were in the beginning, along with the extra pieces. Then we come to the main floor. I'm going to have to do this floor by floor because it's so large. I will try to go through relatively quickly, but it is nice. Even when assembled, you can open this up. There are decorations on the inside here as well. This is done very nicely because it does allow them to create an angle on the front while still having playability and accessibility. So it's decorated for Christmas permanently. There are socks in the fireplace. And there's also a lever here, which not only rotates the train with Michael Jordan, but also rotates the bust with the wig on it for the rocking around the Christmas tree song. It has the front door. I like the red jewel symbolizing the very hot door handle. The steps have snow. There's the statue that they knocked down. Some bushes, lots of Christmas lights on the bottom. The light above the door. The entrance, red rug and stairs. They also have Kevin's sleigh and show him that you can push a knob back here to knock Kevin down the stairs. There is the chair where Joe Pesci's gold tooth is found. Looks like they've given the set as a Christmas present. There are the marbles and the roller skates, some knickknacks, the table with macaroni and cheese, grandfather clock. This is access to the back. There's the fan, which was used for the feathering, I believe. Although it was in the basement, it's still included, which is nice. So a little bit standard, and I would say, if anything, it kind of shows the rocking around the Christmas tree scene the most. That seems to be the prevalent theme there. Another sticker here, M for the McAllisters. The side and back are a little plain. The back has this Technic pin for the kitchen, along with these pins. So it's definitely not a display on the back, but also not so not unshowable or not poor to show. The second floor looks plain on the front side as is. It also opens up using clips and this small table. So the second floor are the bedrooms. We have Butch's room, some money that fell down, his racing helmet, and you can also, again, there's a knob on the back side here, which if you pull, knocks his display cabinets down. There's also a spider here. You can put that back up. He has the Duncan's Toy Chest Christmas sale, so his air rifle as well. There is the tarantula keep out sign. There's a paint can, mini pictures or family portraits line the stairs. And on the other side, we have the parents' room. So this is the master bedroom with the alarm clock, popcorn, a fireplace. There is a fancy lantern here, which I want to also point out uses one of the very old pieces. I haven't seen that in a while. I believe it was released with Fabuland. And it's nice to have it included here. And it was also on the Black Seas Barracuda ship. Then here we have the kitchen. This is the master bathroom, the toothbrush, the aftershave, which causes him to scream. It's nice that they were also able to include that. So the second floor, I would say, are the two main other bedrooms Kevin used during the family's absence. And on the third floor, just when you thought, okay, clearly we're missing Kevin's room. Remember that he was staying in the attic, so there is a large spider web. There's his battle plan, probably my favorite sticker of the set. I'm really glad they included it. And a bubblegum machine. I honestly don't remember that being in the movie, but they did a nice job doing this couch hide-a-bed. The rest of the attic is kind of empty, but there is access, so there is a hole for the stairs, which is on the second floor. So there is a full access up all the way to the attic, and there is also, we'll come to this later, but the rear window opens up. So this is also the order that you build the set in. And after this, I believe the next one is the kitchen. And I like that this also included the basement. I really thought the basement was not included because there were steps down to the basement, but what Lego has done creatively, they have a kind of crawl space, we can call it here, which is the mechanisms, the gears for turning the train set and the bust. And the kitchen attaches here and mimics the basement in its first floor, which is why there's some stairs up here. So in the basement, we have the tar sock, the washer and dryer, and then we also have, here is where they used the light brick for the furnace. It's actually really nice if you can get the furnace lit while this is down, because it does actually have that kind of, it does actually have that look, that menacing look. So I'm afraid you have to lift it up a bit too much to get the light brick, and then it loses the beauty. So if they could get a different angle on it, I think that would be better, but it's fine. It's a minor complaint. But they do have the basement, which I was very happily surprised about. Then in the kitchen, so here the roof is quite plain, just to sit on there. But we have lots of Little Nero's pizza. We also have a chute that you can activate to drop the iron into the basement. How the bad guy pulled the cord on the light, thinking it was the light, and instead it dropped the hot iron. And then one of my favorite scenes of the movie is Angels with Filthy Souls. We also have the small flamethrower. We have the fridge, and inside the fridge is filled with macaroni and cheese. So this is also quite nice. The color theme is also very 90s. And just when you thought that's everything, we also have the treehouse. So here is the glider that he used to escape from the rear window, which you can reenact by attaching this. And using the glider. I believe there was a, oh, here we go, yes. So Kevin used this. How did this go? Oh, I think they just do it like this. So I'm sure you could attach it also to the glider, but so I think it's really, yeah, it is an excellent set. It really encompasses basically the entire movie, all the main parts, and surprisingly the main characters. If there was going to be another character, it might be John Candy. And then they would need to include his van maybe, and band. So I'm very surprised by this set. It's even better than I imagined. That being said, I don't know if I would give it a 5. It is very expensive, 3,955 pieces, and the price is $300. So piece to price ratio is good. I do think it's both a play set and a display set, but I imagine most people would probably... This is maybe the first set where I've really thought maybe I should get the light bricks. And this would be a nice staple on the holiday seasons to light up this set with it closed or opened as a Christmas display set. So I think it's at least a 4.5, but I hesitate to give it a 5 for some reason. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.